Kids, where are you? It's time for all the art to tell stories.
Once upon a time, in a world not so different from ours, there was a company named Digicorp, renowned for its ambitious pursuit of limitless energy. They devised a groundbreaking plan to extract energy directly from the Earth's core, promising endless power and prosperity for all. The idea seemed perfect, a never-ending source of energy, clean and efficient. But little did they know, extracting energy from the Earth's core would disrupt the delicate balance of the planet's magnetic field. The consequences would be catastrophic. The global magnetic field would collapse. In a small, quiet town lived Boris, a young boy with an extraordinary gift. Boris could hear the Earth's whispers and rhythms as if they were a melody only he understood. When Digicorp began their tests, the harmonious song of the Earth changed. Boris was awakened by the wails of the Earth, crying out in pain. "Something's terribly wrong," Boris said to his grandfather, an old and wise man known as the Keeper of Stories. His grandfather listened solemnly to Boris's description of the Earth's cries. "You have a special gift, Boris," he said. "And with it comes a great responsibility. You must help the Earth heal." Though the task seemed immense, Boris felt a surge of courage and resolve. He set out to stop Digicorp from proceeding with their dangerous plan. Along his journey, Boris met an eclectic group of friends, a curious fox named Finnegan, a wise owl called Olive, and a determined young girl, Arya, who shared his love for the Earth's song. Together, they devised a plan to reach Digicorp's headquarters. But the city was a concrete jungle, vastly different from Boris's serene home, teeming with noise and a pace that seemed entirely alien. The day of action arrived. Boris and his friends snuck into Digicorp's towering building under the cover of night. Boris felt the ground vibrate with a rhythmic pulse, a sure sign they were close to the core tapping device. His heart pounded like a drum alongside the Earth's beat. Guided by the Earth's wails, Boris found the control room. There, they confronted Professor Graves, the mastermind behind the project. "Please," Boris implored, "you can't continue with this. The Earth is suffering." Professor Graves laughed, dismissing Boris's plea as childish fantasy. But determined not to fail, Arya pointed to evidence she had gathered, photographs and reports showing disturbances around the world, signs of the Earth's distress. At the sight of tangible evidence, many of the scientists began to waver. Unwilling to risk the planet for the sake of the experiment, the friends convinced the remaining skeptical scientists to listen, to truly hear their planet's cries as Boris did. With a newfound understanding, the team worked together to shut down the process. As the machine powered down, a calm fell over Boris. The Earth's song returned to its natural rhythm, a soft, comforting hum that resonated with life. Digicorp's ambitions were redirected towards sustainable energy sources, driven by a new mission. With their mission accomplished, Boris and his friends returned home, forever bonded by their adventure. Together, they ensured that the Earth could continue to sing its beautiful song, a melody for all those willing to listen. And so, the pulse of Earth beat on, a reminder of the harmony that exists between nature and humanity. Boris's tale became a legend, inspiring others to cherish and safeguard the Earth's precious balance in the hearts of both young and old. Once upon a time, in a world not so different from ours, there was a man named Boris. Boris was an ordinary person with an extraordinary gift. He could talk to the spirits of nature. He lived in a cozy little cottage in the middle of a lush, green forest, where the trees whispered secrets, and the streams hummed lullabies. Boris spent his days tending to the forest, ensuring that the balance between nature and humanity was maintained. However, the world beyond his little paradise was in trouble. Humans were cutting down forests, polluting rivers, and forgetting their ancient bond with the Earth. The planet Gaia, the spirit of the earth itself, had been hurt and was beginning to awaken from her ancient slumber. And her awakening threatened to wipe away the civilizations man had built. One morning, as Boris sipped his herbal tea by the creek, he felt a rumble beneath his feet, a gentle reminder that Gaia was stirring. The creatures of the forest gathered around him, their eyes wide with worry. The wise old owl, perched on a low branch, spoke for the first time in a century. "Boris, the time has come for you to speak with Gaia. She is awakening, and her wrath will be immense." Boris nodded solemnly. He knew it was his duty to be the bridge between humanity and Gaia, to ask for just one more chance for mankind. With a determined heart, Boris packed a small bag with offerings of fruits and seeds and set off on his journey to the heart of the forest, where the veil between worlds was thinnest. As he walked, the rustle of leaves and the calls of the birds accompanied him, guiding him to the sacred space. When he arrived, he sat quietly, closed his eyes, and allowed his soul to drift into the spirit realm, where Gaia awaited him. Gaia appeared before him, vast and magnificent, with eyes as deep as the oceans and hair like the flowing rivers. Her voice was like the echo of a trillion trees swaying in the wind. "Why have you come to me, Boris?" she asked, her tone both gentle and powerful. "Oh, Mother Gaia," Boris began, "I come as a messenger of my kind. We have forgotten our path, and in our forgetfulness, we have harmed you. I ask for one more opportunity for humans to remember their bond with nature and to make amends." Gaia pondered his words. Her silence was filled with the sounds of life, heartbeat of the land, waves of the seas. Finally, she spoke, "I shall give humanity one last chance. But know this, should they fail to change, the anger of the earth is not something easily quelled. They must learn to love and honor the earth as they should." Filled with gratitude, Boris promised Gaia he would deliver her message. And so, he returned to the human world, ready to share Gaia's warning and the hope she offered for a better path. With Boris leading a new wave of voices, urging for a harmonious existence with nature, humanity had a renewed chance to heal its connection with Earth. Would they succeed? Only time would tell, but Boris had lit a spark of hope in the hearts of many. And so, under the watchful eyes of Gaia, the journey towards a kinder relationship with the planet began anew, one small step at a time.
If you like our stories, please like, subscribe, and turn on the little bell, so you won't miss exciting stories every day. You are also welcome to share it with family and friends to listen to the story together. Love you.